What do you want? Oh my gosh. So we're gonna do part 2 of... I can't play right now, babe. We're gonna do part 2 of sort of analysing, I guess the word is, Reddit's Nice Guys and Nice Girls thread. This has been a lot of fun, you guys. I'm splitting this into 3, so this is part 2. This is part 2, you guys. Welcome, welcome. If you haven't seen part 1, I'm going to link it up here in the top corner right now, and I'm going to put it down in the description box below. Or you can just head over to the channel. Do you know what I mean? So, just to quickly go over, if you didn't watch the other videos, the reason that I'm doing this, more specifically because it does make me laugh a little bit, it's more specifically about using it as a great example of a lot of things that I teach and I talk about on here, on this channel, and also over on TikTok as well, when we do my lives every single day. I get a lot of people struggling with relationships. I get a lot of people struggling with self-esteem and ego. I'm sorry, she's just my cat, just want to play. These are great examples of being able to talk about how these specific things can operate within us, right? Where they come from, reasons that it might be coming up, why people resort to responses and reactions that they do, specifically when it comes to romantic relationships. And I just kind of want to use it as an analysis, kind of give you guys some kind of context to the things that I talk about. Maybe you can recognize yourself in some of these things, either one side or the other, or in somebody else. But also it's just a lot of fun. So let's get on with part 2. I'm gonna pop my headphone in. Okay, let's go.
Can I ask you something?
Okay, let's go back to these texts.
Yeah. Why didn't we have sex last night?
Sorry?
I'm not really sure. Just didn't feel like it.
Maybe they're genuinely interested.
It kind of pissed me off because I took a good 2 hours out of my time to get all ready, shave my legs and whatnot. I'm actually super fucking pissed I wasted 2 hours of my time getting ready for nothing. Didn't feel like it? Okay. Well, I did. So, I literally kept giving you hints and was trying all night?
Do you know what? Pros and cons to everything. Because I would say most people in that situation, the grey person here, the person in grey, probably wouldn't necessarily have the courage to come and ask, or the audacity in this case, to go and ask, what colour are they? Green. You know, why didn't we do anything last night? Most people would just maybe ask their friends, or they would start worrying about it. I am sorry she's showing off in the background. It's as if she knows. It's as if she knows. Anyway, so most people, like, kind of following up after an interview, you don't get an interview, and a lot of people don't follow up afterwards and maybe ask why, you know, even though they're kind of allowed to. You know, same as like how going on a date and it not necessarily progressing the way you thought. You can ask the person, most people wouldn't, but you can ask the person, like, what was it? Just because I'm curious. But obviously this was something where it's a little bit more like, I was expecting a certain result and I prepared for a certain result. I wanted that certain result. I was, in my perspective, letting you know that I wanted that result, and you didn't necessarily follow through. And this is one of those situations where we get frustrated, we get annoyed, because we are logical beings. We kind of need everything to make sense, even if that means filling in the gaps for ourselves and making stuff up. And then the confusion comes from, well, why won't you? We wouldn't have that frustration so much if we completely understood and could see from their perspective, which in this case was just like, well, I just wasn't into it. I wasn't really feeling it, you know, instead of turning around and being like, oh yeah, that makes sense. I now have the answer as to why this person is not satisfied with that answer because it doesn't fit their reasoning, right? Of which they have none. Because the only conclusion for them is for them to have slept together last night. That's the only conclusion.
I just didn't want to. Sorry about it.
Sorry, yeah.
What's the big deal?
That's like a valid
it's
reason.
Just sex. The big fucking deal is I wanted to, and you should have had sex with me. Are you fucking gay or something? Is that the big deal you didn't do it?
It's like, that's the only reasoning to me. The only reasoning I can logically come to, based on my beliefs and my perspectives and my self-esteem and self-perception and all of those things, I can only come to the conclusion that the only reason that you must have been not attracted to me. But because my perception and belief system is that everybody is attracted to me, especially if I put in all of this effort, you must be attracted to me. If I was showing you all of the hints, then you must be attracted to me. Then the only other conclusion is that you're gay and you're just not interested in women at all. And anything outside of that, even if he says it, even if the green person says it, is not going to fit. It's not going to be satisfying.
Well, I'm not gay. I just didn't want to. My choice to decide
want to.
Get over it. The big
Exactly.
deal is I wasted 2 hours. Okay,
wasted-
fuck that. A whole night trying to have sex with you and you
Oh.
just didn't want to. Like, what's the issue? Are you actually gay and lying? Am I that fucking hideous? Not that fucking hard to whip your dick out! Is it broken? No.
I don't know where she's getting these perceptions from. It's like, I have learnt that 2 + 2 = 4. And this is what our brain will do. We'll apply that kind of sense of need for pattern and logic to the situation. So what she's doing here is like, but I did the thing, and I also have in my belief systems what I think is the information, but it's not, it's a belief system, the information that if I do those things, a man will want to sleep with me. That's what people say, that's what society says, that's what the media says, that's what my self-esteem says, that's what everything says. Everything says that. If I do that thing and I give you all of the hints and the signs, you're supposed to just get on and do it. That's how this works. 2 + 2 = 4. Why are you not being a 4 right now?
Okay, so what's the actual issue? No,
It's
you're
just no
attractive.
issue. Yes, you're
I just
attractive. I
didn't
told
want to.
you.
I'm not
He
gay.
appreciated
You need to
it.
calm down. What the
Green
hell's
appreciated
your
your
issue?
shaved
I
legs.
thought
He
you were
appreciated. Green appreciated those things, but because he did not appreciate it in the specific way that Grey expects, wants, or hopes it to be, anything outside of those things must mean that it's not happening. 2 + 2 = 4, right? I did the thing. Anything outside of those expectational specifics, and it didn't happen. And this is what we do across all of our lives, not just we do it the most in relationships, but across the board. We'll do it with our career, right? We have a big career dream goal to do something ourselves, or to have something for ourselves, or to help a bunch of other people do something, and blah, 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 blah. So we set out, we go for goals, we go for aims, we take those steps and build those bricks. But if one of those things, every single time it goes not the way that we thought it would, expected it to, hoped it would, blah, 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 that must mean we're not getting it. Oh, that's just universe and God telling me, oh, it's not for you. No, it is not. It is the end of a street, and it is time for you to take a corner. That is all. That is all that it is. Same goes in this situation. She reached the end of the street, is staring at a dead end, and is like, you understand there are other directions to go in this. No, but it was supposed to be this way. It had to be this way. That was the only way I could be happy. That was the only way I could feel good. Why didn't they do it? They should have done it the way I wanted them to. Blah, 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 blah. Takes a lot of energy. Okay. Whoa, let's move forward.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. Oh my gosh. Oh no. It's one of those.
Giggles, my book's
Baka.
juggling. Ooh, baka.
What?
So, I love the response here. What? Baka. I mean, people can do whatever they want when it comes to like how they express their love and stuff or whatever. But to appear to somebody and just start doing it, that seems like it's like, maybe you want to establish that first. It just seems, but you know what? Hats off for this person for coming in as they are. I mean, I would have just said, just for a hey, how are you? This is who I am, or how I found you, or blah, blah, blah. If you're friends or whatever, fine. But I respect this Grey here for coming in and, do you know what, being who they are right now. And that is who they are right now. That's the kind of relationship they want. They want somebody that they can ooh with. Do you know what I mean? So fine. Fine. I just don't know if it's Mr. Blue over here, okay?
When have I ever been the kind of person to say okay and just let shit go, huh? That's not fair at all. You don't get to make this decision for me, Jeff. I'm not just gonna let you walk out my life. I care about you, and I'm not gonna let you go, and I'm gonna make this harder than it needs to be. Doing stuff the easy way is for quitters, and that's what we do. We make things difficult, and we fight and argue and piss each other off, but at the end of the day, I care about you, and I assume you care about me. That's how we
Should be
are.
broken
Things
up
aren't going
with.
to be exactly the same, and duh, of course. But that doesn't mean you can just walk out of
my life like it's nothing. So no, it's not over.
It's not over. She's trying to say here, look, we're not just going to throw all of this away because of whatever has happened between the two of them here, right? We're not just going to walk out and just quit on it and stuff. But what she's also trying to say here is that you don't get to make your decision to be part of this relationship because two of us are involved. And it's like, no, the two people have to make the decision first to be involved in the relationship. Everything else comes from there. The moment you make the decision to be in the relationship, yes, most of your decisions then, you account the other person's decision. But the moment even one person decides, I don't want to be a part of this, like I choose to pull myself out of this, that falls away. Because the other person, you can decide all you want that it's not over, person in grey. And when you say things like, no, it's not over, you don't get to decide because it takes two of us to blah, 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 or whatever, you're making that person obviously want less to put their brick back in because of the way that you're responding. But that's the thing that needs recognising here is, well, Jeff's already decided not to be part of the relationship, so no further decision can be made. That's the choice. You are either in the threshold, within the boundaries of the or you're not, so yes, it is over, and to be honest with you, talking like this, I don't know how helpful that is for trying, because again, this is what I'm always trying to explain for people. Person in grey here, let's say this grey person here got what she wanted, that Jeff reads this message and is like, okay, no, I feel like it can't be over. I feel like I'm stuck here. I feel like I've got to stay, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, is that the version of Jeff that you want? You want Jeff who is with you because you told him to be with you? I'm sorry, but when you dreamed of your perfect relationships or your best relationships, when you dreamed of what you wanted for yourself in your romantic life, I'm pretty sure you never had to imagine holding somebody emotionally and mentally captive in order for them to be in love with you. I'm pretty sure you want the realest, most truest, rawest version of it. And that's not you telling Jeff that he can't leave.
I'm sure you have plenty of other hoes, so I'll just leave you to it. Good luck finding a bitch on here that actually gives a fuck, though. All they want is money.
I don't think I've ever been asked to give money to a girl on here before.
Well, you will soon enough. Anyway, I'm out.
Well, you will soon enough. Sort of demonstrating the idea that, like, I'm the only viable candidate here. Oh, that sounds like someone I know. That sounds like an orange peel I know. The only candidate possibly is me, because everybody else is not me. Sometimes it is about making the other person or the other party feel bad so you feel better. But I think a lot more of the time it's about, I don't care about feeling better right now, I just want you to feel as bad as I feel. Yeah.
What do you want? Stop texting me. Matter of fact, you blocked. I have feelings for you and you really cut me off for a black bitch, like really? Are you that dumb?
Are you that dumb? Why did he say it in that accent? I love it.
You're not that spot for me even talking to you and my attention.
It takes an immense amount of ego, a powerful ego, to really not be able to see that somebody is not attracted to you, to really kind of maintain the idea that the other person or whatever is crazy for wanting or liking something other than you, right? It's just, if we could just take that strength of ego and apply it in the right way, you've got the power, we're just not using it for the best, right? That's the difference between a villain and a hero. A villain is going to take that power and they're going to use it for them to benefit themselves to the detriment of everyone else. And then you have a hero who will take that same power, that same gift, and use it responsibly and try and help people and be a beacon of light and hope and blah, blah, blah. It's kind of the difference between them. Both got superpowers. How are you going to apply them?
Fucking pathetic little boy. Fucking
Little boy.
bitch. You're gonna be crawling back in a week. You really thought I like you, ass? No, boy, you was just some dick on demand.
Okay, so, sorry. In what universe, in what dimension are we thinking that this spiel here is going to get somebody to want to be with us? And even if it did work, then it would be out of some kind of fear or manipulation. You want this person to like you because you treated them badly. Eh?
Ha ha, well now, look who's talking. How's your day going? I see how it is. I'm not good enough for real talk, eh? LOL. Well, you shouldn't have a problem finding a hookup on here. So good luck with that.
I haven't even introduced myself and I
Yeah.
feel like you're already accusing me of cheating.
Like, that person, I don't know when that first message was sent because I can't see the time thing here. Maybe it was a couple of months. See, the thing is, if it was too short a time, whatever we feel like too short a time is, then it's too short a time. They haven't had a chance to reply yet. Maybe they're at work. Maybe they're not constantly on whatever this app is all the time, which I'm assuming is Tinder. So just give them a chance to reply. And then if they don't reply, and then it goes into weeks or months, why would you then just come back and say, I see how it is, I'm not... Were you literally only waiting for that person to talk to you? This is a perfect example of trying to fill in the blanks. I only have the information that I've sent a message and possibly they've read it and they haven't replied. Those are the 3 pieces of information that I have. Now I need to be able to fill in the information as to why. And I'm going to jump to the conclusion, depending on who I am, and most people are going to jump to the conclusion, I did something wrong, or there's something wrong with me, right? And for those who project outwards, you did something wrong, I'm either not good enough or you're not good enough, right? Because something has to be here other than I have to be able to have all of the information. I cannot have any empty gaps, because if I have empty gaps, that leaves uncertainty. And when I am uncertain, I feel uncomfortable. When I'm uncomfortable, I feel like I'm unhappy, something is wrong. Survival mechanism. It is survival. I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work harder. This was actually a lot of fun. It's super, super insightful. I love it because it makes me laugh. It really does make me laugh. I don't care if that makes me a bad person, which it doesn't. But I do also think it's a great example of lots of things that I am constantly preaching and teaching about. We can start conceptualizing this a little bit more. I think Reddit is actually a great ground for a lot of what I talk about. Okay, so go ahead and check out the other video. I'm going to link part 1 up here in the top corner. It's going to be down below as well. We're also going to do nice guys, because I didn't realize this was only nice girls. So we're literally going to go ahead and straight on and do some nice guys as well. We're going to be posting those over the next couple of days. So feel free to join in. It's a very different experience with nice guys, but I am interested in seeing that sort of contrast and how certain things overlap, like a Venn diagram, right? Let's just get our analysing hats on. We're going to Sherlock Holmes the crap out of this. Don't swear, even though everybody else just did, okay? I love you guys so, so much. Thank you for being here on this channel. If you enjoyed the video, please hit like and subscribe. Please also check that notification bell as well. Turn on all notifications so that you are always the first and informed, the first to be informed when I upload. You can go ahead and subscribe to my other channel as well, World of Filara, which is down below in the description box. Everything is, you guys, over on my other channel. We do a lot of things like this, but I do it a lot more for fun. I take the mick out of things a lot more. There's a lot more joking. There's a lot more laughing and a little bit less analysis, other than shredding things hilariously to pieces. So please come and join me over there. I would love to see you guys over there. Comment down below as well what you guys think about these things, and if you have any other Reddit threads and ideas that you want me to cover, especially when it comes to really good examples of things that I teach. I'm always looking for that, you guys, right? The more literal we can make it, the easier it is to comprehend. I love you guys so, so much. I will see you in the next one. Bye.